Welcome back to my channel, and I've just touched base in a brand new country and a brand new city, the eternal city of Rome. And I am super excited and thrilled because I have booked myself into an express tour which is going to take me around all of Rome, which showcasing the highlights of the city in a golf cart. And the golf cart is right behind me. If you see that is waiting for us, so we'll be going on that and we will be exploring the entire city. And this is going to be part of my Euro tour that is happening, so if you've not watched the other videos, do go and check those out too, and do subscribe to the channel because there are many other cities that I will be covering. So without further ado, we should go on to explore Rome in style.
You should come back.
Are you ready for this exciting adventure?
Oh, shut up.
We will be traveling.
Here at our first location, which is the Pantheon, and if you actually check in places to visit or things to do in Rome, this would obviously pop up. So our guide obviously gave us a bit of history and she showed us these obelisks. I hope I'm pronouncing it correct. Those tall structures, pointy structures that you see, it's the obelisk, and these were actually initially brought from Egypt here, but then later on the rulers thought that why should we keep bringing it from Egypt, and they started actually erecting and making these here itself. And these obviously symbolized eternity, immortality, but now what we are standing in front of is the Pantheon, which back in the day was a Roman temple, and it is super popular here in Rome, especially because it has withstood so much in time, and this is obviously now converted it from AD 609, I think she mentioned. It's become a church. So this is from really long time ago, and it looks so beautiful. That's what Rome is all about. There's so much history. Just look at this.
The Pantheon was originally built as a temple to all Roman gods. It has stood the test of time and now serves as a Catholic church, hosting services and ceremonies. Its massive dome, with the iconic oculus at the center, remains a masterpiece of ancient architecture and engineering. Here's a pro tip for taking your photos in front of the Pantheon. Make sure to ask your photographer to stand right under the obelisk to get a clean shot of you in front of the Pantheon. Next, we drove past the Piazza Colonna, home to the column of Marcus Aurelius. Historically, this column celebrated the emperor's military victories. Today, it stands as a monument in the heart of a bustling square surrounded by government buildings, symbolizing Rome's rich political and cultural heritage. We didn't really stop at this spot, but rather just went past it, and the guide explained to us all the history about this place.
Well, now we just made a stop at the next one, which is the Trevi Fountain. It is again one of the most must-visit place when you come to Rome. We were being told about the history, and the history is that it's been here since the 18th century. There was, a vision, and basically the fountain here that was built was because there was a the goddess who had actually appeared and said that if you were to if you were to start digging here, you would be able to find water, and that was what the soldiers were looking for at that time. So here we are at the fountain. It is said that if you toss a coin, turning your back to the fountain, then you will definitely come back to Rome. And it also says that if you toss two, you would get, you would fall in love with someone in Rome, and if you toss three, you would get married, and if you toss four, you would prevent a breakup. So yeah, these are the things being said. But now we are here at the fountain. Let me show you how this is. You should definitely come here.
At our next stop, the Trevi Fountain, we joined in the tradition of tossing a coin, set to ensure your return to Rome. This Baroque masterpiece, once a crucial source of water for the city, now serves as one of Rome's most iconic tourist attractions, driving millions to marvel at its stunning sculptures and legends. As you can see, there were a lot of tourists along with us because we reached here around evening. So a pro tip here is that the best time to visit the Trevi Fountain in Rome is actually early in the morning before 9 a.m. when crowds are minimal and you can enjoy a more serene atmosphere with soft morning light highlighting the fountain's intricate details. Next, we passed by the beautiful Piazza Venezia. This is a major hub in modern Rome. Historically, it was a center of political events, and today it's dominated by the wedding cake, which honors Victor Emmanuel II, Italy's first king. The square is now a lively junction connecting some of Rome's most famous sites. The Palazzo Venezia houses the National Institute of Archaeology and History of Art and the National Museum of Palazzo Venezia. It's a great place to be at, especially at the evenings when the lights come out.
Well, so on the way it started raining, and obviously we couldn't stop in the last stop that we had, but that was the Piazza Venezia. And let me just check if I'm announcing it correctly. Yes, it is Piazza Venezia, and it is basically the crossroad where, like, there are four main roads of Rome that intersect over there, and we were just informed that over there you would actually see this monument of the king, the first king of Italy. And this is again a massive structure right in the center. The king is on a horse, and it was obviously erected there to honor him. There is also the graves of two of soldiers, unknown soldiers, who are protecting the eternal flame. That's what they said. So it's a very beautiful historical spot that you can see. The king obviously is regarded highly here because he was the one who united the country. And yeah, so that was the Piazza Venezia. I hope you saw the clips of when we were passing through it. Very, very beautiful. We were also we were also told that there were a lot of monuments, or a lot of monuments that you see here. On the top of it, earlier back in the day, there used to be pagan gods and goddesses that were used to be right on top. But then when the Catholics came in, they obviously removed those and they replaced it with saints. So that is what you would be able to see all around Rome too. So now we've come to our next spot, which is obviously again the very, very iconic spot, the Colosseum. We are just outside it. I am not going inside today. There's a separate vlog which I'm going to be creating, because that's the day I'm going to go inside and cover the entire spot. So I just wanted to show you a little bit of the outside. We'll take some photos and head on to our next spot. So that behind me is the Colosseum. Let me show you a little.
No trip to Rome is complete without the Colosseum, and that's exactly where we are headed as our next stop. Once the epicenter of gladiator battles and public spectacles, this iconic amphitheater now stands as a symbol of Rome's architectural brilliance and history. It's one of the city's most visited attractions, offering a glimpse into the grandeur of ancient Roman entertainment. We are now passing by Circus Maximus, which was once the largest stadium in ancient Rome, hosting thrilling chariot races for over 250,000 spectators. Today, it's an open park where locals come to relax, exercise, and enjoy concerts and public events, blending history with modern day leisure.
Well, so now we finally reached our final spot. It was a 1.5 hour tour, but it was really useful because we got to know so much about the history of Rome and how the city was built, about the rulers. And yeah, so we are now at Piazza Navona, which is an open space. Back in the day, it was where people used to come and watch games. So it is still in that format, and currently it is also very popular with a lot of good restaurants. So we're going to go and check that out. And first of all, see the fountain. She did mention that that's there right in the center, and it is basically a combination, or it represents the four rivers back in the day which were popular. So we are just going to go now and see the fountain and see the spot itself. Come along.
Our final stop was Piazza Navona, a square built on the site of the ancient stadium of Domitian, which hosted athletic games in ancient Rome. Today, it's one of Rome's most beautiful and lively squares, filled with cafes, street performers, and stunning fountains, including Bernini's famous Fountain of the Four Rivers. Well, after exploring all of Rome's highlights on a golf cart, I can safely say that this was the perfect way to start our journey in the Eternal City. From ancient landmarks with rich histories to their modern roles in the city's vibrant culture, every corner of Rome tells a unique story. So tell me, is Rome also on your travel bucket list?
Well, so that was the tour that we had. We had actually walked in here. I really wanted to see the fountain behind, but if you see, it's under construction right now. It is the Fountain of Four Rivers. So yeah, this is again very, very beautiful. If you actually Google online, then you would see that it's a very beautiful fountain. Hopefully when you are here next, maybe they would be having it operational. But yeah, this is where we are. There is an obelisk in front of me again, something that I mentioned to you right in the beginning of the vlog, what it means and what it symbolizes. So yeah, done for the day today. This was day one here in Rome for us. Tomorrow and day after we have a lot of things planned again, so make sure to stay tuned. This was again a vlog which was really short, but I just wanted to cover the main spots here around Rome so that you can decide when you come here or which ones are the ones that you want to go and visit first for all the pictures. So overall, a great day here. Now we're just gonna go grab some dinner because where we are staying is actually very close to the Colosseum, so I know that there are some really good food spots there. So that is all for now. I will try to put in a few clips here if possible of our dinner. Otherwise, it's all for now. Until the next video, bye bye, take care, and do like and share and subscribe to my channel. It would really mean a lot to me. Bye.